Good morning YouTube, it's Dave here, back out again for another adventure, but not on Dartmoor today. For this week's adventure we've headed up north, not very far north it must be said. We're in Exmoor National Park. I'm getting bitten by insects. It's the first time I've ever been here, so I'm looking forward to exploring it a bit and bringing you guys along for the ride. And today we're going to be heading up to Dunkery Beacon, which is the highest point of land in Exmoor, highest point of land in the county of Somerset, and in fact is the highest point of land in the south of England outside of Dartmoor. So the views from up there should be pretty amazing, especially if it stays clear like this. So today's walk we parked at Webber's Post car park and we followed Dicky's path around under Dunkery Beacon and then carve up the side of it. And then we're going to head along to Great Rowbarrow, take that in, and then back over Dunkery Beacon and across to Dunkery Hill before we make our way back around to the car. We're winding our way through this wooded area at the moment, just on the downslope from Dunkery Beacon. There's quite steep drop-offs down to the right hand side, but it is beautiful here. And already we're seeing a mix of landscapes on this walk. We've broken out of the trees, got the views back again, and I've taken off my active jacket, as you can see, because I was getting a bit hot. And I must say, I'm glad we're doing most of the climbing in this early part of the walk, because it looks set to be a scorcher today, which wasn't really forecast. It was forecast to get up to 21 degrees, which is warm, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's 20 degrees already. It was supposed to be about 16 degrees at this time of the day, so I think it's just going to get hotter and hotter as the day goes on. So yeah, glad I'm doing all the climbing early doors. I've also stopped and put on smidge spray because I've never experienced this many flies on one of my walks. It was crazy. I don't know if I've just got unlucky with today or if Exmoor's often like this, but it's much worse than Dartmoor for flies, that's for sure. They're absolutely everywhere. I did about 7 attempts on the intro for this video because I was literally getting swarmed by them. They're landing on my arms, they're landing on my hand, they're landing on the camera, they're landing on my face. Hopefully the smidge spray is going to work to keep them off, and hopefully the wind blowing over me will help to keep them away as well. Something's been got. The Exmoor beast. It's not just Dartmoor that's got a big cat. Which way am I going here? This way. And carry on around the bottom first and then make our way up. I'm not sure which one Dunkery Beacon is. I'm not sure if it's that one up there or the one over there. We'll find out when we get up there though, won't we? In other news, in case I haven't done enough moaning in the last couple of minutes, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. I've got a bit of a tickly throat today. It's kind of like when you have a sore throat, it's how you feel the day before you get a sore throat. Like just a little bit of a tickle, like feels like there's a little bit of a lump in your throat that you can't quite get rid of. But it's been going around work for the last week or two, so I've dodged it up until now. So it's probably my turn to get it, unfortunately, isn't it? One thing I'm not moaning about is the views though, look at that. I think we drop down here, wind our way around up the other side of it. You can just see a trail through the trees there, and then we head up the side there. So I think that one up there was Dunkery Beacon, and the other one must be Dunkery Hill back there that we'll be doing at the end of the walk. and back uphill again. Whew. Cows, lots of cows. Look at that one, horny beast. This is the part where we turn up here away from the cows, which is potentially a good thing. Some of them have massive horns, although they're Highland cattle, the ones with big horns, Highland cows, Highland cues as they call them in Scotland, and I think they're quite docile. This is the part that I've been dreading, the big steep uphill up to Dunkery Beacon, when I'm definitely not feeling 100%, so wish me luck. Look at this, it's a little mole. Hey little guy. I've never seen one before. I've never seen a mole before. Not like, there's another one. Another one just disappeared in there, I don't know if I got it. I've never seen one before in my life, and I've just seen two in the space of about 10 feet. Must be coming up to the top now. It's all starting to level out, and I can see all the way along the ridge line in that direction where we're going later. And I think that's Great Rowbarrow over there where we're going in a minute. And actually I can see the top of Dunkery Beacon now poking over the brow of the hill. Here we are, Dunkery Beacon, at 519 metres, is the highest point of land in the south of England outside of Dartmoor, and it's almost exactly 100 metres, 102 metres in fact, shorter than High Willow's, the highest point on Dartmoor and the highest point in the south of England. And the views from up here are incredible, over the Bristol Channel there. And if I bust out the hyper zoom, which I think we'll need for you guys to be able to see it, but I can see it quite clearly with the naked eye. That's Wales. That's the south coast of Wales on the other side of the Bristol Channel. I'm hoping it's coming out well because it's a bit hazy over there today. And I've just beaten the crowds, look. Good job I did walk as fast as I did. I'm heading up to Great Rowbarrow now to take that in, see what the views are like there. And I must say, there's some similarities between Exmoor and Dartmoor, but there's also some differences. I thought it was going to be very similar. Looking at the map when I was planning this route, it looked very similar to Dartmoor. It looked quite barren, quite open, which it is, but it's a very different feel about it. I don't know if it's all this kind of purple heather which you get on Dartmoor, but you don't get as much of it. But yeah, it's just a different feel as well to Dartmoor, I guess. It's on the coast, you can see the sea out there, so it is different and I like it. One thing that's very similar to Dartmoor though is how you can have very different weather in a very short space of time. You've seen that it's been mostly sunny on the walk up. It's lovely and sunny off in this direction, And that's what Dunkery Beacon looks like now. Very dark clouds. Until we dropped down behind this little hill, I could see Dartmoor over there. But I tried to zoom in. Even with the hyper zoom, it just wasn't working. It's too dark and too cloudy over there. Maybe if it clears a little bit when we're up at Great Rowbarrow, I'll try again. Because you can see Exmoor from Dartmoor and you can see Dartmoor from Exmoor. So I definitely could see, I think I could pick out Cosden Beacon, because I can see the wind farm that we've looked down on from Dartmoor before. I can see that, and I can see this like huge ridge it looks like rising behind it, which is Dartmoor. And I think it would be Cosden Beacon that's probably, from this angle, the first one that I'd see. Oh yeah, there's a big old cairn here at the summit of Great Rowbarrow. Not that it is much of a summit, it's all pretty flat up here. There's another cairn over there, slightly smaller. Well, Great Rowbarrow. Having this cairn here makes such a difference, because from down there on the trail you can't see too much, but just being this little bit more elevated, maybe, I don't know, 7-8 feet above the ground, you can see so much more. All the way back to Dunkery Beacon, you can see those deer over there. They've just ducked down behind the hill now, but I couldn't see them at all from the trail. The whole walk up, standing down there, couldn't see them. And if you're a regular viewer of my channel, you'll know that there's been a few times on this channel, especially in videos last year, where I've seen deer and by the time I get the camera out they've disappeared into the bushes or the woods, and yeah, I've just not been quick enough. I've missed them, but I got them today. Finally got them on film for you guys. Great Rowbarrow, definitely worth a visit. Not quite got the views of Dunkery Beacon, it must be said, but it's still beautiful up there. And we got to see deer, so it was well worth a visit in my eyes. We're back on top of Dunkery Beacon now, with the views in all directions. The sun's just come out again, but I did get hit by a few spots of rain as I was making my way across from Great Rowbarrow back there. Yeah, that's where we've come from, Great Rowbarrow, and that's where we're going, Dunkery Hill. And we drop back down to the car. Name that bird for me, ladies and gentlemen. Is that a kestrel? I know kestrels hover like that, but I also can't tell if this one's just kind of hovering because of the wind. Answers in the comments down below, please. So now we're leaving Dunkery Beacon behind again, and following the trail, another well-marked trail it looks like, over towards Dunkery Hill. It looks like there's quite a few people on this trail, so these are all the people that didn't get up quite as early as we did to come up to Dunkery Beacon. It looks like this is probably a popular route up to the top. crossing over the road now, and then it's a bit of a descent before we ascend again up onto Dunkery Hill, which is over there. The trail just got a lot less traily. Either Dunkery Hill is a lot less popular than Dunkery Beacon, or there's a much more well-used route up to the top. I'm guessing it's a bit of both, to be honest. Well, that's the top, just up there. Question is, does this trail link up around there like it's supposed to with another trail? Hopefully a bigger, proper trail. Or am I going to have to go out across all this stuff to get up to the top, which I really don't want to have to do, to be honest. Alright, well, this is the trail, such as it is, that intersected the trail that I was on and leads up to the top. It's just not a trail, look at it. Oh, try and work our way around it. Oh, this has turned into quite a slog. This is why it's all well and good looking on maps and stuff, but plan for everything, because you never really know until you get here. This is a trail, clear as day, on the Ordnance Survey map, and it just isn't one in real life. It's not getting any easier. We're nearly at the top though, at least I hope that's the top. Not counting my eggs before they hatch anymore. I might see, because the trail that I'm supposed to go down is this one. This is the trail I planned to go down anyway. I was going to go up to the top and then back down and around, but there's no way that I'm following this down if there's an easier route back down to the road, which I would like to think that there will be. Here we are. I don't know which is the high point. I'm going to go up to this one. So we can at least say we've done it and never come back here again. High point, Dunkery Hill, bagged. I've done it so you don't have to. That was awful. But we got a lovely view down to the sea, or the Bristol Channel at least. We've come through all this crap, but what looks lovely is that trail leading back to the road. So I'm going to follow that, and then I'm just going to walk down the road back to my car, because that should lead down to, if not the car park, at least near the car park, which is down in this valley here, down there somewhere. We'll find it. Do you know what made it even worse? Dunkery Hill up there. That was the lowest high point of the walk, much lower than Dunkery Beacon or Great Rowbarrow. But it was also the windiest, as well as the shittiest to get to. Wouldn't recommend. If you are going up there though, just walk along the road a little bit from where you park back there and follow the trail up, because there's a nice like track leading up to the top of it. But just do it as like an out and back. Don't try and make it a loop walk like I did, because that trail doesn't exist, or only exists on the OS maps anyway. And there is Webber's Post car park, where I left the car. So it's just a matter of following the road down now back to the car park. It looks like it leads all the way there. So I'll probably leave the video here. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a different experience out on Exmoor. The first part was lovely. Dunkery Beacon, even over to Great Rowbarrow. Second part not so much, with trails that don't exist, getting a little bit lost on the side of Dunkery Hill, but all part of the adventure, I guess, isn't it? So thank you all very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit like on it and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you again soon for another adventure. Cheers.